And now introducing The Nightcap with host Mo Herms. The Nightcap is a musical show with 2 hours of musical evening eclecticism that is the vibe you didn't know you needed to round out your Wednesday night. Indie, soul, electro, and so much more. Host Mo Herms also does regular interviews of musical guests. So please enjoy the following interview that previously aired live on KPFA Radio.
My name is Mo Herms, host of The Nightcap on KPFA 94.1 Berkeley, and I recently was able to jump on Zoom via the miracle that is the internet and interview Jenna Enemy, the main vocalist and one of the lyricists of Minneapolis's the Tramps. We had a really great time talking about their particular brand of power pop punk and touring the world doing so, how much fun they've had being around, all kinds of stuff. So sit back and relax and have a listen to the interview.
Awesome. I'm Jenna Enemy from the Tramps, and we have been a band for almost 8 years now. Halloween will be year 8 for us.
You guys formed officially on Halloween?
Well, we found each other in September, and then I had come from a horror punk past. I had a horror punk band. We had a gig on Halloween, but that band had just broken up. And so I had a spot and I needed to fill it. And I was already jamming with these girls and we were having such a good time. I was like, why don't we just do a bunch of Misfits covers as like our first show, and we're just going to have fun and we're just going to rock it. And we did. And it was the best time with these girls. I mean, we painted our faces and we got really into it. We did like the whole set Misfits. It was wild. And then after that, it was like, let's just write our own stuff because that was fun. Like, let's keep doing this. And then that's how the Tramps happened.
That's amazing. And where are you guys located?
We're located in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All right. Rock and roll in Minneapolis. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not just the Replacements.
It's not just the Replacements or Prince. There's a few other things here.
Yeah. So you guys have been together for 8 years. That's a pretty significant amount of time. What have you accomplished during that time?
Oh my gosh, there's so much growth. I think the biggest thing that I learned in that time was something called the shine theory, where it's called, if you don't shine, I don't shine. And so what it is we try really hard to help each other. We boost each other up. Like, for example, we're always like moving parts. So I am like the business development, and I'm the one who's like constantly focused on growth. But that means I have to drop the reins on the everyday stuff. I can't arrange the travel. I can't do, like the everyday like show running. And that goes to the other two. And then our bassist, who's really good at technology, she's kind of like our IT person. she does all of our like live rigs and makes sure like everything's going to work the way it's supposed to work. And, our inner monitors are on the right channels and everything's going the way it's supposed to go, because we all have like our path that we have to focus. And when it all works, it works so good. And we know that. So we always try to like help each other where we're strong and not condemn each other where we're weak.
Is that how it is when you're writing songs too? You guys I know being in a band can be like being in a marriage. So, how dramatic is it in there for you guys?
Well, it really started with like me bringing in a bunch of songs that I had from before. And that was pretty much the first album. It was like a whole collection of stuff I had that no one else wanted to work on. Everyone else thought they were dumb. And then as the band evolved, the songwriting started to get really heavy on just Chelsea and me going back and forth with ideas. And then the latest record, Go, that happened during the pandemic. So this was a lot of recording things in our homes and sending it back and forth, which was something we had never done before. Because Chelsea and I are the most like technology inept people. You may not believe it, but we don't know how that works. And so when we learned GarageBand, it was like a game changer for us. We're like, oh my gosh, we can do this ourselves. So I bought like a MIDI keyboard and I bought like a beat maker. And, I was a drummer before I was a guitarist. And so I did like a lot of the drums on Go, at least the demo versions. And it was really fun to like go that hard into something. And I think it's our best record yet because of that polish we were able to do.
Amazing. Tell me the names of everyone in the band, since you're the only one representing at this time, everyone in the band and what everybody does.
Yeah, sure. So it's me, and I'm the vocalist and the guitarist. And then there's Chelsea. She's the lead guitarist, Chelsea Oxborough.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chrisandra Ampheson is the bass player.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the core. We have a herd of drummers.
I was going to say, I'm noticing no drummer there, and you guys are pretty rock and roll. So it seems like you would need one.
Well, I think
pick one up as you tour.
Yeah, I think we just go so hard that they're like racehorses where we have to like retire them after a couple shows.
Very Spinal Tap of you.
Yeah. So we have like a rotating like group of drummers, and they're really awesome. One of them is Claudio, and he used to play in Motion City Soundtrack, and now he plays in Save the Day.
Wow.
Dustin helped us do drums on Go, and he's the drummer for the Ataris. We've got Derek Melkow, who's an amazing drummer. We've just got so many drummers. We have a drummer that's a high school teacher. He's really like a high school band teacher.
That's awesome.
And we've got, for Europe, we're taking Trevor Klopp, who's a really good ska drummer.
Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment.
KPFA Radio is a community-powered, listener-supported radio station based in Berkeley, California. We are able to bring you this content through donations and support from our listeners. Please consider supporting KPFA through a donation by visiting www.kpfa.org/donate. And now let's get back to the program.
Welcome back. This is Mo Herms, host of The Nightcap on KPFA 94.1 Berkeley, and we are interviewing the Von Tramps right now, so let's get back into it.
Like the band grows, and the band could not grow if we didn't have day jobs. Like it costs so much money to do these big things, and a lot of that comes out of our own pocket. And so we always look at the band as like kind of like our excuse to travel, our excuse to hang out together, our like girls' road trips. And so we all have these jobs that are really amazing and flexible and supportive. For example, Chelsea, she's been doing a lot of filmmaking, and then she's also a chef. And so,
yum.
So like that works out for her. And then Chrisandra does IT, and she does a lot of cybersecurity. And so she's got a really good job too. And like, I do work in the music business, and we all kind of have our own like niche. So
nice. Very nice. Well, walk me through like when you all get together now that you said you recorded the last album during the pandemic, but now obviously you can get together and write again. So what is that process for you guys? Where do you get together, and what do you all do together to jam out a new song?
Well, we've been kicking out like some pretty cool ideas. Usually it comes in the form of like a really bad title. Like that's how it will start. Like we'll think of like the worst title that we could think of, or like an inside joke with each other because our philosophy is like, if we think it's funny, other people are going to think it's funny. Like, that's just how it's going to be. So we try to like explain some of our inside jokes. We had a song for a while called like 7 Seconds of Heaven, which was about like Chelsea's uncle went into a porta potty and didn't come out for a long time. And we were like, what's going on?
What's happened in there?
Why is he stuck in that porta potty? So we kind of like wrote a silly song about that. And we just like, we come up with like the weirdest ideas, and we just always think like the weirder, the better, like whatever, like that hasn't been done, like, let's do it.
So how would you characterize your music then?
Oh, it's hard to tell. So our record label said that it's kind of like Gwen Stefani's our mom and Tom DeLonge is our dad. So it's like a No Doubt and like Blink-182.
I definitely get that 90s pop punk vibe.
Yeah,
from you guys.
Yeah, we're just trying to bring back the things that we loved when we were younger, which I know that sounds like such a like dad rock statement.
Not at all.
But we just
you
like want to share
the things that you love.
Yeah, we want to share to like a new generation, like the things that we fell in love with when we were their age. And we're just having a blast doing it. And
that's awesome. So how much music do you have out there? I think at least 2 full lengths, right? Or are there more than that?
Yeah, we have 2 full lengths and then an EP. Well, actually, we have 2 EPs because we did an acoustic EP in Austria. Nice. Yeah, it was really fun. And that was impromptu. Like we didn't know that was happening. They had us go to this music store, and we were like looking at gear, and like we were so like overwhelmed by how many cool like gear pieces that were in there. And I said, hey, you guys are going to do an in-store today. We're like, what? And they're like, you're going to do an acoustic. And we're like, we've never played acoustic before.
Nice.
So,
well, I guess you don't really need the drummer for that. So that worked out.
it worked out. We actually crammed, I think, like 7 people into like the guitar acoustic room and played.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was great. Yeah, it was
That's
really fun.
awesome. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So your last album actually came out just last year in 2022, and that one's called Go.
No,
Yes.
Go came out in, I think the pandemic. No, you're right. 2022, because we recorded it in 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 2022. And so what are the plans for the next one?
So we're working on a new EP and we've got some tricks and we've got
Mhm.
some fun things coming. I can't say too much yet. They'll be so
Okay.
mad at me if I spoil the surprise. But
Well, then I guess it's a good place for you to tell people where they can find you, like, the websites and the Instagram and the Bandcamps and all that kind of thing.
for sure. So we're just tramps.com and we have a link tree there so you can find anything that you need to know about us.
Sweet.
We're also active on socials. So if you guys just want to drop us a line and ask us any question or, hang out with us when we're in town, you can message us directly through Instagram or Twitter. We all have the socials. You can find us and we encourage it. We really like connecting with our fans.
Sweet. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me about this today, Jenna. It was awesome to hear about. I can't wait to see you guys live. It'll be fun.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the fun time.
Yeah.
My name is Mo Herms, and I am the host of The Nightcap. You can catch me every Wednesday live on KPFA 94.1 Berkeley from 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific time. If you miss it, or maybe you just want to stream instead of tune into the radio, check out kpfa.org and look for The Nightcap. You can also find me on the socials. I'm on Facebook at Mo Herms. I have playlists and other kind of fun promo stuff happening there. And you can find me on Instagram at Music and Booze with Mo. So hope to check you out in any of those mediums, and thank you so much for listening.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you want to find more KPFA radio content, log on to www.kpfa.org. Also follow us on social media by visiting Facebook at KPFA 94.1 and Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. Plus, check out our KPFA TV video content on YouTube and twitch.tv at KPFA Radio.